How did Tawaifs, once the epitome of elegance, grace, poise, art and culture in the royal courts of the Indian subcontinent during Mughal era, become mere sex workers with the British siege of Lucknow? The British looted their wealth, silenced their music, turned their Kothas, the vibrant centers of music, dance, art and poetry, into brothels, and threw cultured courtesans into disrepute. Tawaif is derived from Arabic word tawaf, meaning to circle around. Tawaifs would mostly perform dance forms, kathak and mujra, which involved a lot of spinning around, while singing melodious dadris and thumris. They were masters of performing arts, embodiments of grandeur and culture. They were more than just beautiful dancers. In the pre-colonial era, Tawaifs were wealthy and among the top taxpayers with largest individual incomes of any in the city during the Nawab's rule of Lucknow. They were voracious readers, well versed with literature, poetry, and politics. They trained hard under renowned ustads to perfect their music and dance skills. Kothas, their home and stage, were only ever open to the wealthy and elites. They also performed at the mehfils organized by royal courts. While sex was part of their lifestyle, it wasn't obligatory and definitely did not define them, as inadvertently portrayed in Sanjay Leela Bhansali's Heeramandi, that has attempted to shed light on their life and times. In fact, most Tawaifs chose from the best of their suitors. Their Kothas were centers of learning for young princes and nobles. Historian Pran Neville, in his book, described how noble families sent their sons to them to learn tehzeeb and the art of conversations. Tawaifs enjoyed utmost respect and power in the Mughal courts. In the 19th century, Mughal Empire was toppling with the advancements of East India Company in the Indian subcontinent. By the time Delhi fell to the British, the Tawaifs moved from the Mughal courts to Oudh, where the Nawabs were still supporting their art. But with Oudh annexed, the Tawaifs found themselves amidst brewing mutiny against the company. Their Kothas became meeting points and hideouts for the rebels, and the Tawaifs, unsung heroes of India's freedom movement. Many Tawaifs were known to financially support the rebellion, much to the ire of British rulers. The Sepoy Mutiny of 1857 was a turning point in India's road to freedom, but also an end of the road for Tawaifs and their affluence. During a symposium in 2019, Veena Talwar Oldenburg said, "The British completely destroyed their halls of culture, looted their wealth, branded them as prostitutes. Bereft of noble patrons, they were pushed into flesh trade. Their worn-out Kothas remain testimony to this tragic decline. The Contagious Disease Act of 1864 aimed to stop the spread of venereal diseases, allowed the Crown to club them with prostitutes and use the same regulations on them. Their glory was fading, but their support to the raging nationalist movement against the empire was unwavering." Mahatma Gandhi reportedly approached celebrated courtesan turned recording artist Gauhar Jan to contribute to Swaraj Fund to support the freedom movement. During the non-cooperation movement, courtesans from Varanasi formed Tawaif Sabha to support the movement, but the ostracization limited their involvement in the freedom struggle. By the early 1920s, many Tawaifs changed professions. Some joined theatre and some moved to Bombay to find a place in the Hindi film industry. Jatin Bai, a Tawaif and mother to actress Nargis, was the first woman to set up her own production house, Sangeet Movie Tone. She produced and composed music for movies. Fatima Begum was the first woman to direct a Bollywood movie, Bulbul-e-Paristan. Her daughter Zubeda became a silent movie actress. Music of the Kothas was being recreated, their culture influencing Hindi cinema. But could Chandramukhi, Umrao Jan, Pakiza, Anarkali really break free the stigma? Today, Manjari Chaturvedi is one of the few who doesn't want the world to forget about the Tawaifs and their grandeur.